And back in Lagos, it's time now for stories that are trending now, and Olamide Odekunle is standing by. Good morning, Olamide.
Good morning, team. How are you doing today?
Good morning.
Very well, thank you.
I have some hot breakfast for you.
All right, go ahead.
I'll take it away. Good morning, Nigeria. I always say that TVC has our finger on the pulse and our eyes constantly and consistently on the streets. And if it's a trending story, we're going to bring it on here and have some decent dialogue about it. In our first story, following the widespread report by his daughter that music legend King Sunny Ade had allegedly been abducted, the Juju Maestro has now come forward yesterday evening to debunk these claims. He assured fans of his safety in a short video online and said that his children thought he was kidnapped because they didn't see him around when he went on a holiday. I love me some King Sunny Ade, so I'm happy that he's okay. In our next story, the hashtag #WhereIsEjiro is gaining traction online as family and friends are raising alarms over the sudden disappearance of a young woman, Ejiro, after she reportedly joined a religious group known as the Nebaoth Academy, led by one Joy Iroquois. Now, according to those that are close to Ejiro, she allegedly received prophetic messages from Iroquois via social media, urging her to sell her business, give up all her possessions, and dedicate her life fully to this Nebaoth Academy. Now, shortly after, she also abruptly severed all ties with her loved ones and has remained incommunicado for several months. Concerns obviously escalated when she resurfaced briefly, accompanied by two alleged members of this group, to confront her brother at his office, demanding that he stop raising alarm about her whereabouts. That's sketchy. Take a look at this short video.
Hello everyone, so my name is Ovi Daniels and I'm Ejiro's brother. I don't know if you've seen the video or you've seen any chance post or some other people have posted where there's this story about Ejiro that people are looking for because she joined a group. So a lot of things had happened and we had, as a family, we had tried before now to see how we can get her. Why are people looking for me? Why are people looking for me? Why are people going to spoil my name? Why are people telling came with this angry fight? I'm like, Ejiro, calm down. We are bothered about you. We are concerned and we've had some information about this group and we're not comfortable and everything. And she started making noise. She came with two other ladies and they just bashed into the office and Ejiro just asked, myself and one of my other sisters were in the office together, and Ejiro just came. Why are people looking for me? Why are people looking for me? Why are people going to spoil my name? Why are people telling came with this angry fight? I'm like, Ejiro, calm down. We are bothered about you. We are concerned and we've had some information about this group.
Her friends and relatives are now claiming that she's been brainwashed and they are really scared for her well-being and her autonomy. Now, the leader of the Nebaoth Academy, Joy Iroquois, has reportedly deactivated her online accounts amid all the pressure and the exposure. Imagine this, your family member just selling everything they own, their businesses, and going incommunicado. No reason, no justifiable explanation. Now, this is a key thing with cults. The first thing they do is actually isolate you from your community, and then they make you make inordinate and crazy sacrifices like selling all your belongings. And it's very important that these virtual religious organizations, they have the same, regulations as traditional churches. We don't really know what's going on in these online forums. So they're even more dangerous than actually traditional religious organizations. But let's take a look at social media. This story is very disturbing. Bukola commented, she said, I'm also going through the same thing right now. My daughter left the house since last year. Her phone is off. Her Instagram page is deleted. It happened to my friend and they killed her first son. These are everyday Nigerians discussing this. Another user says, I'm so sorry you and your family are going through this. Gracie says, my kid bro is the one in that video as well, on plaited hair. And he's been missing for months as well. His name is Michael. This is a very, very crazy story and people are saying it happened to me as well. So we have to have dialogue about this. But in our next story, kidnappings have unfortunately become disturbingly common across Nigeria, with new incidents surfacing almost daily. In a now viral video, two suspected kidnappers were allegedly caught in the act while attempting to abduct a young girl in Abia State. The video was reportedly taken by bystanders, and as you can see right now, the suspects were apprehended and they were confronted by a crowd. One man was even, dousing them in fuel, mob justice. We've seen with the latest insecurity in the country that local vigilante and local policing is important, but it's also unfortunate that we don't have, police checkpoints, and it's not the police and the people that are assigned to security in that area dealing with it. It's the local residents that have to fend for themselves. let's take a look at social media. Imagine what would have happened to that young girl if they weren't apprehended. Olufemi says, later they will say it's Fulani herdsmen. We'll take another tweet. And Glam5 says, see how Igbo people caught their own, even here in Owerri on Monday. A girl was almost abducted. Guess who was driving the vehicle? A northerner. I don't know if he's Fulani or Hausa, but my own is, let us all start making everyone accountable, irrespective of their tribe. Crime is crime. This is all very interesting. We're seeing crime in public institutions, private institutions. We're seeing people being kidnapped by you can't say bandits, but people are going missing. And our job as the media, we have to do something about this, guys. I feel a personal responsibility.
Irrespective of their tribe, crime is crime. That's key. You know, I thank God that the girl in Aba was not kidnapped. You know, it was foiled before it happened. And that goes to point out the importance of being careful as individuals. We should be careful, we should be vigilant. We shouldn't just go to the streets and have one thing in mind and we are not conscious of the things that are happening around us. Citizens' arrest is legal and it helps the police a whole lot. The police can be everywhere at the same time. For Ejiro, whoa, that is... She's an adult. She's an adult. That's what you have to say at the end of the day. She can decide to join whatever group she wants to join. But in doing that, you have a family, you have loved ones. I wonder what group will alienate you completely from your family and your loved ones. That's a sad story. It's a developing story. We hope it ends well. I guess that's all I have to say for this for now.
All right, let me pick up from the Ejiro story. I usually say, even on this table, that you need to know God for yourself. And when people come to brainwash you and all of that, you can easily counter them. Any sect or religious society that decides that you cut off family members, cut off friends and loved ones, you know that something is wrong with that sect or that group of persons. And for those who perpetuate this act, know that you will stand before God and you will be judged. God's standard is sure, and those who name the name of the Lord must depart from these kinds of acts of iniquity. For King Sunny Ade, it's good that he came out to speak that he is fine and well, he's not kidnapped, it's good we heard him. But obviously there are problems within the family. There are those he wants to relate with and there are those perhaps he does not want to relate with. But whatever it is, I believe that the family unit has to come together and resolve their issues as it is. Then for the kidnapping story, it's unfortunate. Humans' inhumanity to man, obviously, is what we saw there. We keep talking about how this is not right. There are those who will tell you it's because of the monies they are making from it and all of it, and then you go and kidnap somebody's children or kidnap somebody's husband or wife. Where is your conscience? Something has to be done regards to this. We first need to deal with ourselves, not allowing ourselves to be used by persons who do not have a good mindset. Whatever it is, whether you're good, you're poor, you're sad, or whatever it is, do not be that vehicle that other people will perpetuate their evil acts.
Exactly. And for the story of Ejiro, it just shows that, you know, for a person, you're using the name of God to lie. You must be very evil because that is not God. God will not let you tell somebody to let their families go away and, you know, just cut communication with their family. It's really, really sad. I pray that the story ends well for her because we've seen it happen a lot of times and some of them don't even come out of it. Like they totally brainwash them that at the end of the day, they can never be the same again. I really hope that her case is different and she gets to come out victorious. And please, when you want to lie, you're even using the name of God to lie. That is very outrageous. I think it's time that we need to start arresting these people as well. I'm happy that King Sunny Ade has come out and said that he's fine. We said it yesterday on the table. You know, I don't know why the daughter brought it to social media. They can always sort out their things, you know, amicably within their family. But I'm happy that he came out and is fine. And also the girl in Anambra, thank God she wasn't kidnapped because only God knows what will have happened to her. So I'm happy that she wasn't kidnapped. Yes,
for Ejiro, I feel that they should just keep praying for her because there's a whole lot of lessons to learn when it comes to you being brainwashed, you know, quote unquote, by whosoever. I totally agree with Veronica when you say you need to know God for yourself. Don't just listen to what people preach to you. The book is there. Take it. Get a copy of it. In fact, it's given out for free. Read, ask questions, dissect it, and you know that's why God gave us brains. For the kidnappers, Some have advocated that death sentence should be the in thing for them, should be the final thing, but not jungle justice. They must be taken through the relevant legal processes so that we do not have people, being killed as a result of suspicion. So they have to be taken to court and all of that. But we must deal decisively on these people who are making life difficult for us, for people who are moving from one place to the other without having peace. So it's a country that we want to be proud of at the end of the day. So we must.
Thank you so much, team, for your input. We're going to go on a short commercial break, and when we're back, I have some more juicy trending stories for you back at home.